Alright, I made it to Chicago from Montana, and I still haven't drank for 3 days. And the first day, I was thinking of alcohol all day, like not all day, but I think I thought about it a lot. And I remember one specific part, I was driving my car, so I was preoccupied, which made it really easy not to drink, actually, overall. But I remember one part where I was like driving and I was just like, I just need just like a glass of wine or just something and alcohol, and I was just like really, I felt like I could taste it. And like I was saying in my last video, I'm gonna try to quit drinking for like a year, so 365 days or 55 days. And so today is day 3, and it's really, really easy right now. I'm kind of older, so when I was younger, it was really hard to quit. Nowadays, it's a little easier. The hardest thing now, I usually drink like 2 to 4 beers every night, every day of the week. And since I've been on this Montana trip, I've been drinking about 5 to 6 beers every day, maybe 7. And then usually, even though I do that, every week or 2 weeks, I'll usually drink maybe 10 or 15 beers in a day. When I was younger, I used to drink. There was one year when I was like 22, 23, where I think I tried to get drunk every day of the year. And it was horrible. I was working at Walmart. It was really bad, like really bad. But anyway, one thing I kind of noticed right now is I want to explain how my life is. So this is my house. These are the things that I have, the way I have it all set up. I'm trying to live in Chicago to go to school for comedy. I got this is this is all the important kind of stuff that I feel like I need. I don't save any money in Chicago. I just have a job delivering food on my bike. And but so I kind of just got by for the last year in Chicago. Didn't really get anywhere. Didn't move forward. So I'm trying to make these videos to show my progress over the period of 1 year of what can happen. So here's what I look like. My friend said I should take pictures. I'm not in too bad a shape. Like I try to eat really healthy, and I try to ride my bike 20 miles a day. So I don't have, like, my stomach isn't really sticking out too much. It does at times if I'm drinking a lot. Especially that has to do with eating right too. But I could maybe show videos about that, my philosophy on it. But so here's my new idea is this house. I've been stuck here for a year probably, and it just turned into a lifestyle where I was just getting by, and I'm just eating right, I'm healthy, I'm doing a bunch of things that are, I think, day to day are kind of okay, but I'm not living the priority of what I think is important in life. I'm not visiting family, I'm not visiting friends, I'm not remembering who I am or why I came to Chicago. I'm not going to school for why I came here. I'm just kind of getting by, just barely living. I'm 35, 37 years old or whatever, and I'm not totally sure. And I've done a few goals in the past, like commercial diving, where I went where I went to school, then went and got a job for 3 years, and it kind of satisfied that goal, This one has been really hard because I got my commercial diving bills from 2009. I racked up a bunch of debt from the stocks in the stock market. Like, I'm actually not doing horrible, but I mean, I'm able to go to Montana. I'm able to do certain things, but it's not like the lifestyle that and in the last video I was talking about how you raise your bar in life, like what your standards are. So I want to raise my standards, but still appreciate having lower standards, and say, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to get drunk every night. I want to have a healthy place to live. I don't want it to come into this house and smell like mold, which it smells like really strong. I don't want to have lead, sign a lease that says I have lead in the building. I don't want to have a fridge that leaks water everywhere, you know. But I do want a place where I can accomplish a goal. I do want to say, this bed is this where I'm going to sleep for 7 hours a night, and I can come home, go to bed, wake up, and get all the stuff done I need to do. I do want that. I want to think about this situation that I'm in, not in any situation in life. Actually, I want to start thinking it more about saying, this is a temporary situation, and how can I make the best of it, and how can I use it to get to where I want to go. And I wouldn't say success in this sense of success that I'm envisioning for myself has to do with making money. I'd say maybe if you can save a couple hundred or 500 or 400 bucks a week to put into some stocks or into savings, or use $50 of it every week to save to go on a vacation after 6 months. I'd say that's the best idea for my kind of vision of what success would be for myself. And so I'm raising my bar. I want to raise my bar a little bit in what I think things are by not drinking alcohol, by not being 10% weaker the next day, or 20%, or a little bit sicker because I drank 4 beers, or my mind just being a little fuzzy a little bit in the morning, or just not having just not being able to get vitamin D and thiamine as much. Just having a little more energy, having my body work a little efficiently, like just being a little more aware, and hoping that it's not, because like I was saying in the last video, if I've thought before, I've met a girl and I was like, I really like this girl, but I really like alcohol. And if I'm drinking a beer with somebody at the bar, and then in the end they go, well, I'm gonna go home, I could say, I could go walk with you home, and like I'll be, we can walk together. I'd say, I'm gonna stay here and drink another beer. And they're like, okay, and that's it, They're like, that guy likes beer too much. So it's that big of an addiction where it is tough. It is hard for me. My real dad drank a lot. As far as I know, he drank. I remember him drinking in the morning. I've met him one time. I know he drank a lot all through life. My mom does. She likes to drink. So I'm definitely in the area of drinking. So I want to look at my life as, this is a hostel. This is just a $620 a month room in Chicago, close to the downtown, close to the lake. It has every opportunity here to do anything I want to do. This gives me everything. This is a good bed. I could get an air conditioner, a heater, anything. It's so cheap here. So instead of saying this is my lifestyle, coming home, and I don't, there's one thing I'm kind of not mentioning here. Well, vitamin B gives you energy, and if you drink a lot, your body can't process it or whatever, and it kind of, you quit. I don't know the real medical things about it, the physiology or whatever, but you don't absorb it, I guess. So by quitting, hopefully my throat feels all messed up here. I got like allergies or like mold in the house or something. So I just want to so by making, by thinking of this in terms of something else, this house, like part of just being able to make it here in Chicago, this is going to help me. So anyway, anybody's watching, if you have problems quitting drinking, you can keep watching my videos. Let me try to give you a tip really quick. If you have problems drinking, sometimes it's really hard to say no, for sure. When I was 19 years old, I was living in Hawaii on the Big Island, and I just moved there, and I couldn't stop drinking. And every night, it seemed like I don't know why, but I just couldn't quit drinking. Like, I'd take my money and I'd go get a beer. And everybody I knew kind of would do that. The thing that helps me always get away from that is to drink water, drink, exercise, and try to make tomorrow, try to make today, whatever you do tonight and today, a better day for tomorrow. Try to, at the end of the day, get your clothes ready, make some coffee, put it by an alarm clock on the other side of the room, to get out of bed. Make sure. Try to write. Try to talk to your mom, your dad, your friends. Do whatever today is gonna make tomorrow better. And that's not, at my age, it's a lot easier for me to to say that, to prioritize life rather than being young and not having it prioritized and scattered and doing things. So I'm sure it's not easy for anybody, and I don't know if I could really give anybody advice other than if I was with somebody and I said, let's go for a walk, let's go do these things instead of drink, because drinking was really super addictive to me when I was young. It seemed like it, now I get so sick from it that I need to drink more just to be not sick. But I got a friend that he drinks so much he doesn't get sick, and he always keeps drinking too. So there's different ways about it. So anyway, this video is kind of only the third day of me not drinking. No big deal. I'm doing totally fine. Not having a problem. I'm pretty level-headed as far as like seeing family, getting back to here. Got to go to work tomorrow, and I'm not trying to go drink. So it's not interesting me yet, and I know it will. But it's not going to be the addiction of it, I don't think. The physical one, I think it's going to be mental more. So anybody watching, write if a message or anything if you have one or whatever you want. And I guess I want this to be a kind of a self-help, kind of like a what is that called? Like, I'm trying to give advice, like tell people, to keep going or whatever. But yeah, so anybody can do it. You can do it. You can quit. It's up to you. They might call it a disease, but you can get over it. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove that I'm not gonna drink for 1 year, not one time, for a whole year, maybe longer, maybe forever, hopefully. But I'm gonna do it at least for a year. And I don't know how I can prove how much I used to drink. Like, I don't know if I have anything in my house. There's things I will miss about drinking. I miss the mindset you're in. I miss that it's a painkiller. I miss times where I used to write a lot when I was drinking. Like, I kind of was good, it kind of was good in a sense. It was kind of a type of freedom that it brought. But I know that if I really want to